then Saibal, Sangita, and all the team members in Sadhan for their wonderful job and working closely with the microfinance associations. And for that reason, I think now today you are all there. We expected that a little bit more numbers will be there. However, maybe due to some geopolitical issues all across the globe, there might be less presence. However, what we need to know at the moment, we actually want to have we want to solidify these associations, that is the NOMNA, the regional network of networks, so that we can share our pains and know our achievements. So both the ways we would like to share, and for that purpose we developed after a lot of deliberations, we developed certain areas of our association, like terms of references and all. So keeping this in view, I'd like to give the floor back to Gigi for providing a little bit more about the work Sadhan has already done, and maybe we can share some of the other the works done by in Sri Lanka, in Cambodia, or maybe in Myanmar, or in Bangladesh, Vietnam, in the Philippines. So I would like to give the floor back to Gigi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vasanta, for your brief address and giving an overall perspective about what Domina stands for. For information, for the information of the member friends sitting here, first of all, let me introduce Sadhan a bit. We are, as Dr. President said, we are a 27, 28-year-old organization. We started in 1999. And we have been almost 27 years we have completed now. And we are an association of microfinance institutions, community development finance institutions like the WDF and all, which are non-profit organizations. Like we have also societies, trust, Section 8 companies. Section 8 companies means non-profit companies, not-for-profit companies. So we have companies registered as not-for-profit. So that is, they are called Section 8 companies because they come under the Section 8 of Companies Act of India. So we have societies, trusts, Section 8 companies who are also doing microfinance like WDF is doing. We also have professional commercial microfinance organizations which are generally called as non-banking finance companies. They are registered with the central bank, the regulator, Reserve Bank of India, and monitored by them. So they are called NBFCs, non-banking finance companies. And there's a separate categorization called MFI, NBFC, MFI. So they are for-profit organizations, they are companies, they have investment from outside, investment from inside, so that kind of organization. But we also have so many such small organizations like WDF is also. So Sadhan is an organization which encompasses all these organizations. We started in 1999 when SHG Bank Linkage Program was picking up. So the leaders of that today you have seen we felicitated Padmashri Aloysius Fernandez. He was one of the earliest person who started the SNG Bank Linkage program in the country. So he was also instrumental in formation of Sadhan as the founder member. And there are similarly other leaders who are in that community development financing. They all joined together and Sadhan was formed in 1999. Now we have basically SNG Bank Linkage program is not much happening in the outside the government because it has taken over by government. Government has taken it as a governmental program, and that is being run by government. There are a few NGOs still working on SHG Bank Linkage program, but most of the SHGs are now with the governmental program called National Rural Livelihood Mission. So we have more of MFIs now. So we have around 150 micro financing institutions, both for profit as well as non for profit. We have also some business correspondent companies who work with the banks and NBFCs for disbursement of loans or delivering of loans as agent in the agency model. So they are also our members. We have many support institutions like technology companies, rating agencies who forms the ecosystem of microfinance. They are also part of it. So we are what I'm trying to say is that Sadhan is a organization which encompasses the entire ecosystem of microfinance. So we have been having, so we are an association, number one. Number two, we also given a status of self-regulatory organization, which is not there in any of your countries. We here the regulator is Reserve Bank of India for the for-profit companies, that is central bank. But Reserve Bank has given the status of a self-regulatory role to Sadhan because you can being a part of the lending institutions or the association for the lending institution, you can also keep a tab on the or a watch on the activities of microfinance institutions. If anything goes wrong, then RBI can be alerted. That kind of a role we have been given. So we are a quasi regulatory organization, I can say, because we keep a watch on the microfinance institutions' activities. If something goes wrong, we also try to correct them. And also, if something goes beyond their control, then we will take it to the Reserve Bank of India. That is a thing. So it's basically it's an organization which is association as well as self-regulatory organization. We also have a lot of promotional activities. We do some financial inclusion activities, financial literacy programs, then climate related activities. So social activities we also take up. So that is how the Sadhan is. So that's about us. And in India, I think Samuel can give a little more about how the SG, how the microfinance operates here. You can just tell.
Thank you very much. Now, as Mr. Oman was telling, that the same model we do have. One is SHE, which is like savings-based model. So there's a group of women, they come together and they start saving. And then after the savings, their assessment is being done by the banks. And then banks start, so they do the interlending, and then they put their documents to bank, and bank assesses, and then they start lending to um, this group. So this is the SAT model, which is savings based. There is this JLG model, which we represent mostly. Is your group, the women come together and they start consuming credit. So this is a credit based institution. And over the period of time, 25 years, we have done the mastery on them. Now our turnaround time is maximum 48 hours. In 48 hours, we access Trade Information Bureau, we get all the information. Now we are getting other information as well. And then we are giving them in 24 hours, maximum 48 hours, we are giving them this loan. So this is what we are doing. So this is a joint liability group, which is credit-based institution. We do have individual, which is also coming up because many your experienced group member, they may not be like they may not be liking to come to the group. So we have this Credit Information Bureau's report, and after 10 years, we have we have developed understanding that this candidate is good for your individual lending. We do not need any collateral. One of the things in microfinance, we cannot mobilize savings. The microfinance I'm talking about, non-SHG model, non-savings model, we cannot take any savings and we cannot take any collateral. It is prohibited. So all the risk is ours. So like other countries, the same thing, we get resources from the lenders and with interest we give it to the members and we get it back and once again we give it back to the lenders. This is how it works. So this is another model. There is this cooperative. In many countries we do have cooperatives. So the same model in cooperative also. But the sector we represent is this microfinance, which is your credit-based model, where we cannot take any savings, we cannot take any collateral. All the risk we are bearing on us. So if the client is not repaying, still we have to repay to our lenders with interest. Otherwise, our rating rating of the institutions will go down. Then our cost of fund will be higher. Eventually, we may not get the fund also. So we are very careful about that one, whom to give credit. But one thing that in general time, when it is non this your COVID or in general time, I'm talking about, our repayment is almost 100%, 98, 99%. 1, 2% it will be always like that. They may give, they may not give, they will take the time to repay, but on time, our repayment was always good. But after COVID, some the things have disrupted a bit. So the group model is diminishing. The women are not that because at that time they are already practiced with your online thing, virtual payment and everything. So they do not want to come. They do not want to come into it. So this kind of problem is coming up. Problem is the things are changing. Microfinance is very dynamic. What is happening today, tomorrow may not happen. So this changes. Another thing, what we are possibly getting glitched because our this resources from the lending agencies are somehow getting squeezed because of couple of reasons. One is because of COVID, our repayment is little bit low, so our repayment is sometime it is like it will be delayed to the lenders. Then this is there. Then there is no proof guarantee. And this one, this your although we our repayment was always very good, it is always considered as a risk because poor people cannot repay, although we repay. But still, it is a kind of mindset of the lenders that poor people cannot repay, they cannot give you the money back. So this is what it is. But Reserve Bank of India, they are very kind to us possibly, and they are very dynamic. Over the period of time, it is also the experience of Southern. For last 25 years, we could build up a very good relationship with our lenders. Sorry, with our regulator, Reserve Bank of India, the central bank of India. We have developed a good relationship, and they have instructed the microfinance institutions with couple of like directives. One directive is we can only give money to those clients who are having annual income of 300,000 INR. We cannot go beyond it. Second, we have to also consider the repayment obligation. So 50% of the monthly income can only be used for all kind of repayment. We cannot go beyond it. So these are the two major things. And over and above, from association, what we have done, we have also instructed our members not to give loan, 3 loans per person, whatever the institution's legal forms are. So in India, we do have banks, we do have NBFCs, non-banking financial companies. We do have a special category of non-banking financial company, MFI, microfinance institution. Then we do have not-for-profit and society, trust, cooperatives, others. And we do have other agencies which are not that much in number, but there are some. So these are the major 4 types of institutions are there. In generally, in our major challenge is this thing. So I would like to hear from you in 5 minutes that what is the structure of microfinance in your country and what are the challenges are you facing over there and what are the good things you have done. So in India, we could build up a very good relationship with our central bank. That's a very good thing we have done. Then there are 3 development finance institutions. They are bank, but they are development oriented bank. It is called NABARD, SIDBI, and Mudra.
2 of them they are in the stage today.
2 of them are staged today, and Mr. Momin was the first CEO of that third one, that Mudra. So he was the first one. So he started that one. So there are 3. So they are also supporting us in one way or other. The third thing what we could get that we could make ourselves the real intermediary agencies. What Mr. Mohammed was telling, self-regulatory organization. So there is this regulator and there is this your implementing agencies. In between, for monitoring the sector, we got this self-regulatory, like your what do you call like self-regulatory approval from Reserve Bank of India. So this is what we could do. and we are reaching, but India is big, so it is very tough, and the terrains are sometimes it is very difficult to go. Still, like 30% of the geography, we are yet to reach. So we are trying our level best to get into that one, but our problem is your money. Our problem is model. Sometimes our problem regulatory is very stringent. So these are three, four kinds of challenges we are facing. So who would represent Myanmar? Is it Theo or who will talk about Myanmar, about the structure of microfinance and also the challenges, good thing and challenges? Who would be doing it? Vasanta, I will come to you also.
Yes, we will come to the
At least. Thanks.
Yeah, again. Hi, everybody. So for us, very similar to the India case. So before the COVID, the repayment rate is almost 100%. So no PAR. PAR is less than 1%. So the same thing we are facing. And also we are not able to take the contract, our microfinance institution. In Myanmar, there's a financial sector. We have bank, we have MBFI, like the non-bank financial companies in India, and also the microfinance institution and insurance and security company, because we have stock exchange. So many finance company also we have.
Theo, I have a question now. So you have NBFI, right?
Yeah.
And this MFI, what's the difference between it? This MFI, are these MFI also NBFI or what?
Now we have lending institution like bank.
Okay.
Bank can take the collateral.
Okay.
And they are under the supervision of central bank.
Right.
And MBFI is a non-bank financial institution.
Uh,
They also can get the collateral.
okay.
That interest rate is flexible.
Okay.
Depends on the risk. It's a risk-based pricing they can go. And they cannot take the saving. Bank actually they can take the saving like in the other countries. But microfinance are not allowed to take collateral. And also we have the separate category. There's two types of microfinance institution in Myanmar. Number one, they do only microcredit. They do only lending business.
How do you define the microcredit?
Microcredit is so like smaller.
No, is there any ceiling to that?
Yeah, we have ceiling for the microfinance. We are the regulation is limited at 10 million in it. First, last government that ago, they increased the maximum loan amount is about 20 million in MMK, which is equivalent with the 2,500 USD.
Okay.
So very small.
That's the maximum.
Yeah, that's it, maximum. And also saving. So
we also have similar to that.
yeah.
Now we increase, it's now 5,000.
As you know, it's 5,000.
5,000.
5,000 USD.
Oh, okay, but let me tell you something. But you think same but different. India, Saddam and Microfinance are the RBI, the internet cap 2 lakh X for the borrow, right? 2 lakh, which is 2 lakh Indian rupee, which is cap for the borrow. But our cap is for the lender. That's the difference. You get my point? So in India,
one lender can lend up to $5,000. That's what you're saying?
So in India, there is no threshold of maximum amount from the regulator. So SRO has put it like 3 lenders and 200,000 INR.
yeah, so that I understand. So
Right.
that's so 3 lender. So one borrower can get. So the
Right.
2 lakh means if I borrow from 3 lender, so first lender 70,000, second lender 70,000, third lender maybe only can give the 60,000. Right. Correct, right?
Right.
But the cap is different in Myanmar
Yeah. Okay.
for only lender. So I have a microfinance. I can lend to you previously 10 million check, which is exactly 2 lakh of rupee, Indian rupee. Now our regulator increased from 10 to 20 million, which is 4 lakh rupee.
So whether it
Which is per borrower, not for the which is for the lender, not for the borrower. That's it.
Okay.
But the same person can also borrow other lenders?
Yes,
How many?
but we don't have cap for the over internet like here. So here, regulation is like 2 lakh cap for the borrower, right?
Right.
One borrower can borrow from three, the maximum is 2 lakh.
Right.
We don't have that kind of cap
Okay.
in Myanmar.
Okay,
So
one
I
lender can
borrow 4, 5,
Okay, so there is no threshold.
no threshold.
Okay, no threshold.
Yeah. Only we, MFI,
As a lender,
we
you
have
can.
our credit scoring system, and we have our own policy in order to mitigate or prevent the risk. Kind of thing we create like a strategy. Okay, I will lend only three overlapping loans, so that if you lend, she lend already, so I will lend. So he cannot lend the customer.
Right.
But this is our decision only. But he can also lend. Okay. One customer is already taken 3 loans from 3 different MFI. If he can still take risk, he can lend. There's no cap, no regulation at all.
Self-regulation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sir, your group, is it a group mode or is it individual?
Started the model in group lending, but our MFI is only 100% individual lending. Other MFIs are both group lending and individual lending.
Who is doing group lending here? Among you?
Okay, most of the MFI is doing the group lending. This is based on the primary model. So if we talk about Myanmar microfinance history, we can start with the 1997 under the United Nations Development Program. That time we started as a project,
Right.
microcredit project.
Yeah.
After that is after 2010, based on the new government is reforming, there is microfinance law is issued with that. So officially for the internal and external for the business, for the company is can apply for the license for the microfinance
Who
license.
issues a license? Settlement?
No, for the we call the financial regulatory department. This is a regulatory body is different. Central bank is meant regulated through the bank and also NBFI, non-banking format.
Right. Like
Okay.
Financial.
So for the MFI is financial regulatory department is managing for that, supervision for that. FRD above there is a Ministry of Planning and Finance also as a directly control. This is the regulatory body is a totally different.
Like in Bangladesh, you have something called MRO, that is Microfinance Regulatory Organization.
Maybe.
But a governmental body called regulatory body called MRO.
So another one is what is the difference what you mentioned about the India and Myanmar, right? So what I see that we have still challenge from my colleague is already mentioned about the overlapping. We don't have a cap for that. Why that from the FRB financial regulatory department is we don't have the good governance for the manage to accept for the client's history for that. It means there is a small credit bureau we don't have for this one.
You do not have credit information.
Correct. That's why from the regulatory side can control only for the based on the company. The cap is 20 million chart for that. But internal the borrower there is no cap for that. Let's say your company I can lend to 20 million. Another company also if they allow me I can lend this.
Right.
So
you are also lending through group?
yes. Group. Because most of our country in the country is 70% is the rural. So in the microfinance, the objective of the microfinance is to support for the poor people and for the irrigation of the property in Myanmar.
Right.
That's why is those people who is not cannot accept the loan to the bank because they don't have a strong collateral for that. So the as a microfinance, 100% unsecured loan. So just only we can accept for the based on the income assessment, income and also expand and also net income. Majority all microfinance is how to call EMI is based on the design is 30% of the net income for the here is the one I had in India 50% in the net income, right?
Monthly income.
Monthly net income. In Myanmar, most of the MFI is based on the 30%. It means we take more risk on this. The objective of this microfinance
You take
Lesser risk.
less risk.
less risk. Yeah, sorry, less risk. So another one.
That means the general economic conditions of the people are better in mind.
Generally, is we can
Because 30% also you are able to lend say 10 million or 1 million or 2 million, which means
yeah
better thing.
from the
And also like today only I have introduced a PO with this Equifax, one of this credit information company. They can set up this credit information bureau for this microfinance institution.
we have put the project for this one.
Yeah.
So now government is now handling for this project. Our authority is the focus person is key attached with the government. And so we start initiative for this to all the financial institutions to participate in this platform. There is a lot of challenge and we are still in the discussion for that. As you know, it's the different with the infrastructure in our country and your country.
Right.
So the main challenge is what I mentioned about that. This is data exchange for we don't know for the client history for this one. We don't have a strong mechanism for this one.
Right.
But still, how is the repayment culture there? How much is your repayment?
Okay, overall, right? So as my CEO mentioned earlier that before COVID and also in 2019, there's always 100% repayment. Around that is the PEI is less than the 1%, the whole country. So after the COVID for the pandemic, due to this economy is downsizing, this affect those we call as a old loan. After that, COVID is 2020. April beyond onward, all those new loan is mostly 100% repayment. In my organization, the non-performing loan for those new loan is only 0.20%.
So the loans which were there during 2020 have become overdue.
Correct. No. 2020 on what now?
No. The fresh loans given after 2020, you are saying they are having no overdue.
Have no overdue.
The one which was lent before that?
Before that, due to the COVID effect for this, those loans mostly is a high PEI number for that.
But the first loans for 2020 is not a problem.
No problem.
Same here. So what are the major three challenges in Myanmar microfinance sector? One is your credit information bureau, you do not have the data.
Correct.
The second one is same across. Even Vasanta will also tell same thing that during COVID, all those loan gone in the system, there is overdue, and the recent one is possibly better one. And what's the third one?
The third one is for the funding for the
Funding.
Fund resourcing for that. So we cannot rely for the offshore loan for that. So we have to rely only for the domestic bank for the loan for that. There is a
Take savings. You can collect the savings from the members.
Okay, we have all the according to the regulatory, we have they allow only the two types of the saving. There is the license, right? Let's talk about the license. There is two types of the license.
Right.
The first we apply for this license, we get only for the non-deposit taken MFI.
Okay.
After the 2 year, 2 year, based on the there is some measurement criteria. If you pass, then is your license will be converted to the deposit taken license MFI.
So this is a good one.
Yeah,
Like now having history of good business, and they can be converted into.
Correct. Now, the first deposit taken, non-deposit taken license MFI is we allow to accept only for the compulsory saving.
Right.
All the customer who get a loan from us, they have to save for the 5% on the loan disbursement.
Okay.
As we call it compulsory loan.
So that is also with you. It will be saved with you.
Yes, so there is a saving interest rate also we have to pay some instruction there.
Right.
This compulsory saving is minimum 14% annual.
Okay.
14%.
Sandeep, there is this slide.
So after the 2 year, if your company is successful for the criteria of that, the license will be converted to the deposit taken license. That additional saving is allowed to your company to accept from the client. We call voluntary saving.
Uh,
That voluntary saving is, there is some cap for there. Cannot, what my colleague mentioned on the, cannot exceed for the loan side, 20 million charge for there. There is some mention.
Cannot say more than loan amount.
There's more than?
More than loan. So the maximum loan amount.
And
so what's the rate of interest you have to give them
for the voluntary saving,
for the voluntary saving?
minimum is 10%.
10%. And what's your rate of interest? Average rate of interest for the loan?
All the loan is, we can accept, we are allowed to collect 28% per annum.
Okay.
And additional other fee is,
Yeah, right.
3%,
Other fees, sir.
other fee.
So it is like 31%.
That 3%, all the 3% for other fee, what I mentioned that, 0.5% is will be reserved as the liability for the beneficiary client, beneficiary welfare fund. In case there's a customer debt, in case of customer. It is similar with what you mentioned today for the panel discussion, what I say is like social security or something like that. It's similar with this.
Right.
Right?
So maybe insurance or something.
Yeah. But
Is it insurance?
It's a welfare fund.
Welfare fund.
welfare fund.
Okay.
Another one is the MFI. Now, few MFI is starting partnership with the insurance company.
Okay.
Those insurance company also from the 0.5% within this limit, we purchase for the client.
Client. Okay. Okay.
And the compensation is based on their time and condition.
Okay.
Right. There is a flexible for this. Where is your
But up to 0.5%.
yes.
Okay. Yes.
Within the 3%, you can claim on this.
Check. I got it.
This is the nature of the microfinance here in Myanmar.
Okay.
Right.
So the debt to equity ratio for the microfinance is there is a same cap on this. It's a 1:5. The 5:1. 5:1. There is a same limit for that.
Share limit.
Uh,
Is what?
5:1.
leverage borrowing from the domestic.
The company.
For the company, yeah.
How about the ADI? How an
It comes to 15% capital should be there. That means around 6%.
It's
0.6.
Why is to say also? Okay.
15% capital has to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be almost up to 1.6 or
0.6.
Okay, let's talk about our microfinance association. Right? Our microfinance association, how is created after the 2010 microfinance law issued that we start is an initiative for this microfinance, Myanmar microfinance.
So you started in 2010?
Yeah, around there. After the law issued that. So those we are here, we participate as a volunteer. So every 2 years, we check. So we have annual assembly. Also, we conducted general assembly annually.
Yeah.
So every annual meeting is we selected for the.
We also have the same. In our case also, every year we have this annual general body called annual general body. During the annual general body, those are completing 2 years will be replaced by a fresh.
Why the price first?
So the SARM and MMFE totally different. You have there is what I see there is they have a delegation authority here by the regulator line. For MMFE, it's just communication between the microfinance center.
See, that's associate character of association of both of the associations same. We're the intermediary agency, but the additional thing which we got from our regulator is the approval of self-regulatory organization, where we monitor the sector and we report to them. And also, like they have delegated us that power.
I see.
And this is the additional thing we have done. But apart from that, we do the same thing, lot of capacity building, lot of policy advocacy, fundraising for the sector. So we do a lot of things like your association. But only the special thing in India is that creating of a Reserve Bank approved entity, intermediary entity. So that's the special thing we do.
Okay.
This is what. Yes.
So We have a 187, right? Licensed MFI now.
190.
187. Active now. Licensed MFI. Local and also foreign MFI also.
Yeah, foreign MFI can also work over there.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Correct. So the right now I have in my mouth with that.
Yeah.
No, that's fine,
I get
it's
my
fine.
chairman, you want to have-
On that, you can add anything.
I think that time is, you know. I think
Then let's hear from
Yeah,
you.
let's hear from you. Let me get it.
First,
Give it to me.
Otherwise, Myanmar, you might think Myanmar is occupied.
No, it's yeah, really. It's not a matter that we like to.
Here.
Yeah.
Very good.
Finance
That's
operation.
why we created this platform
Yeah.
where we can understand from.
I think first we have everybody knows, but we have to understand that different of microcredit and microfinance because we are talking about microfinance, but actually most of the companies doing microcredit, not microfinance. In Sri Lanka also same. Actually that we have banks, finance companies, MBFIs, and microfinance companies. And banks also doing microcredit and MBFIs, non-banking companies under central bank supervision. They are also doing microcredit. And microfinance companies, when we are talking about microfinance, that our members, we have three categories. Then one is cooperative societies, then other one is non-profit organization like WDF, and other one is commercial companies like us.
Right.
Three type of microfinance companies. Actually, that our governing body that 2016, that government introduced Microfinance Act, but actually it's not work because only 4 companies registered under that act because not compulsory. That if you are taking deposit, you must register under that act, but others companies not no need to register,
Not compulsory.
not compulsory. Then after a few years that central bank realize it is not working. Now they are trying to introduce new act.
Okay.
Within a couple of weeks, they will gazette it. That's last Thursday we discussed about that at our finance ministry. That it's called Credit Regulatory Act.
Okay.
That all credit institutions must register under that act. And also,
all these not-for-profit agencies, cooperatives,
Yes.
everybody needs to.
yes,
Okay.
all. Cooperatives, NGOs, private companies, all, everybody.
Okay.
That 4 companies also registered under this act. Then the central bank will not.
Continue.
Yes, continues.
So it's a governmental body,
Yes,
like the one which they said.
yes. And our operation, when we talk about our microfinance operation, as he mentioned that before COVID, that our operation is actually very good. Recovery is also very good, nearly 99.5 recovery ratio. NFI also non-performing also less than 1%. But you know, not only COVID, Sri Lanka faced economic crisis. Yeah, that after COVID and economic crisis, some organization unable to survive.
Right.
Then they shut down their companies.
I think we are almost in the similar stage. India, the situation is also almost similar. After the COVID, there was a little, what do you call it? Revival, and then again the economic conditions are bad.
But now going well, actually. that most of the companies expand in their that increase in their portfolio and they start new branches. And now it is going well, microfinance industry. And as our company also that our growth is very good growth. And challenges, I think same challenges in South Asia and funding issues that we all we actually currently we are looking to collaborate with some other companies, big companies, foreign banks. Not only
To invest in you or to lend in your institution?
No.
To buy the shares or?
Yeah, no, actually we are looking both.
Okay.
That some banks can lend to our institute. Some likes to collaborate with to invest as a shareholder.
Vasantha, tell me one thing, that you're telling that in your country, although it is reviving, couple of Sri Lankan companies, they want to start their microfinance in India.
Yeah.
What has already started? RORS is there. RORS. So there are 2-3 companies that are looking forward to start their microfinance. So they are not microfinance institutions over there, but they want to start microfinance here. Like already 2 institutions are there. I know they have started their intervention here. Are you aware of it? No.
No, actually, I don't know about these
Okay.
companies, but I know LOLC.
LOLC.
Yeah,
It's LOLC.
the LOLC is working a few countries. Recently, I visited Kenya. That Kenyan LOLC also there. And Myanmar also. First, they start a company and they sell that company and they bought another company now, third largest company now. Third largest company, Myanmar.
If you're getting lending from the external institution, what's their rate of interest for you?
Yeah, that AWPLR plus 2, that means 10.5 to 11.
Yeah. On an average.
Yeah,
On an average. And what's your rate of interest for the
2022?
It makes sense. Yeah. 8-10% is average.
Yeah.
And in your
And
case,
US is also a group model. No, in the US is individual, but there are group models.
Yeah, there are a few companies doing group lending, but we are not doing that, our company.
Okay. And what's your average rate of interest? Like when you are getting money in your system, like your borrowing cost of borrowing, what's the rate of interest on an average?
So 15% is the standard plan. Other fee, including for the other fee, so the average is around 18%.
So it is. So what I'm seeing across Asia Pacific, our cost of operation is 9 to 10%. Yeah. So they are also same thing, 9 to 10%. Here also we are seeing we have 6 to 8, but we have also those geographies where it is going up to 13%, especially in the northeast area. It goes up to 13%. So average, what I think that 8-9% is there. So we are on the same boat. Like the cost of operation is also.
But I'm surprised in Sri Lanka, what Vasudha says is that their borrowing cost is around 10-11%.
And they giving it is 22%.
22%. So it's quite a cost of operation would be around 7-8%.
8-9.
Yes. And so then if you take 7 or 8 also, 11 plus 7, 18%, then your net is 4%, which you have to take care of your risk as well as your margin, your net margin.
Yeah, because because we are doing asset-backed lending, that our risk is very less.
Okay. So it's asset-based lending.
Yeah, we are doing asset-based lending.
So you can take collateral.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is the definition of microfinance or microcredit in the what is the definition you have?
Yeah, microcredit actually we can grant without collateral or with collateral.
So that is
No,
not a, that is
not,
not a matter.
not a matter. But if we are talking about microfinance, that companies doing savings, insurance, that all credit plus services that they are doing.
Yeah.
That their interest rate a little bit high, I think 24, no? Yes, yeah, correct. Yeah, they are 24. They are collecting, but that some microfinance insurance charge 30, 34,
Okay.
35, no cap.
So 22 is that you are saying?
Yeah,
You compare.
our, yes.
Average in the country would be?
Actually, we cannot say because our member organizations that we have code of conduct that our that microfinance cannot lend more than 35.
Okay.
Yeah, that means around 30 to 35.
Right.
But we know that a lot of companies charging more than 35.
But once this regulatory body is enacted properly,
Yeah.
start working, then there will be some threshold.
Definitely, they will introduce. Yeah, they will. Yeah, right.
I was thinking, instead of state government, community government taking a separate act, they can have a national act like this.
Because
And bring it under the.
regulatory, the base regulation in this world, the Uganda has the base regulation. So they have a regulator for banks, they have a regulator for not-for-profit, non-banking financial companies and institutions, and they have a third one where all other this finance providers, providing institutions are there. So it includes your even money lenders also. They have to register with them. And the all other cooperative, everyone. And the CEO of that one is the CEO of the association. Amphi, your this Uganda, Amphi you. So Jackie is the CEO of that one. So because he understands the other side. So he is the CEO. So those two have very nice. So for Indian government, we have sourced that one, sent it to them. Then somewhere they are sleeping on it. But anyway, so these are the things, but so what we could understand from, you want to add something, please?
Madam, you want to say something? Chairman. No, no, no.
If you want to speak, it's fine, otherwise we can also. So anyway, you want to say something? Yes, ma'am,
She's the
please,
chairman of.
please do, please.
Women development federation. This time members customer members 90,000.
In how many districts?
How many districts? Unbanked and what other? Two districts.
90,000.
Maybe loans to take 1.20 million. Like loans.
Maximum?
5 lakhs. One person, one customer, 5 lakhs. Maximum, minimum 500, 45,000.
45,000. 3 lakh rupees, huh?
Yes,
So you're saying that 5 lakh is the maximum for one person
1%.
and 45,000 is the minimum.
Minimum.
And your WDF total portfolio is some 130 million. 130 million. 130 million, isn't it?
130 million loan.
Yeah, 130 million Sri Lankan rupees.
Yeah.
Deposit 180 million. 186
108 million.
million. Deposit.
Ah.
Loans 130 million.
30 million. You have borrowings? You have borrowings from the bank?
Are bank volume 9
No.
No borrowings.
So it's a kind of cooperative model.
Yeah.
Some members deposit.
And that is being used.
Yeah.
No borrowing from external.
The cooperative.
See, your deposit is only 108 and the lending is 130. So how do you meet?
Ah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, no.
Ah.
Thing is that we started this as a NGO
with
the support of I think support and some donor support.
Okay.
So some donor fund is also available.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So some donor fund is available. Okay.
Early, not now.
No, that should be available. See, otherwise, when your deposit is only
Yeah,
103,
I can understand.
there is a gap of 22.
Yeah.
One customer, 3 loans,
Can give.
housing,
Uh.
agriculture, and basic.
But still, it will be 5 lakh. Maximum is 5 lakh.
Yes, 5 lakhs.
So one customer, 5 lakhs from your institution, 3 types of loans or?
Yes.
They can take 3 types of loans. And but total would be maximum would be
5 lakhs.
5. And 90,000 customers they have. How many branches you have? How many branches? 99 branches. 100 branches are there. So each branch will have a maximum of how many customers?
1,000.
Branches.
It is considered and we cover the bank now 1,300.
300 to 1,000.
Yes. 300.
300.
No problem. COVID.
Recovery no issue. How many staff members are there? How many staff? Manager is there. Then
She is telling 420 staff members.
there is total.
Yeah, total.
So I have 4.
Average 4 to 5 people.
4 to 5 people are there. And is it also they go to the village and feet on street model? They group.
That's a group model.
5 group, 5 members.
Okay.
5 members.
Okay. Very good. I think we'll be covering it.
So one
Correction.
Yes, ma'am.
Correction equal 99.
9.
That's a good one. Like we have also seen that the cooperatives and these not-for-profit bodies, they have a good collection even during the COVID times. Because they are very near to people and
Right.
those people there. So you want to add on something? You want to add on something?
No.
Oh,
Thanks.
okay. Thank you very much. So we could hear that what exactly. So more or less same problem. What we were discussing that across this your Asia and Pacific region, same thing you will see. So that's why we have created this platform. I will go take you through 2, 3, 4 slides why Nomnar has been created, what exactly, and then I will take 5 minutes from you for your suggestion that what we have chalked out something, your suggestion also, what shall we be doing? Your suggestion. So keep it in your mind that what you exactly want from the associations and also this platform that what are the activities we should we should be taking forward. But we cannot do 10,000 things, maybe name 3, 4 things if we can keep in our mind ready that these are the things we can. So nominal is nominal.
Get the slideshow. Put in the slideshow. Next.
So as we were discussing that this is the platform, we wanted to create this one because Sadhan has the experience of 25, 27 years of, aggregating the people, doing the things together. And also we have a very good experience of developing the capacities of many international, these many associations of other countries. So I can, like in Uganda, we have helped them to create the data set. For your South African, our counterpart, we have helped them to develop the policy framework, how to develop this one. In Kenya also, we have worked in, and we also at a point of time we developed. I was telling you there were this 10 city brought because of the experience of South and city brought 10, I think 10 or 12, I think 12 CEOs of 12 institutions, and we hosted the training for them for a week. So we helped them to understand the policy, our data work, because Sadhan has a very strong data work and policy work. So how do we develop the capacity? How do we bring the capacities, identify the capacities? So all these things we have done. So we have that experience, and we also wanted to expand the, this brotherhood between the institutions, which is very, very much necessary, where we can learn, we can exchange, and we can also decide what to do. And we can also launch a lot of these cross-national projects. So one of the things that then we started discussing with it, and then we are very thankful to Africa that they have also extended their hand to create this platform along with us, and we created a project, initiative which is called Nomnar. So where Nomnar is network of microfinance network of Asia Pacific region. So this is why we have developed this one. So the proposed member countries are India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Laos, Philippines, and Vietnam. So there is a special member from Papua New Guinea. So we are in discussion with all of them.
How many of them are signed?
So we will.
4.
So then what are the objectives? So build up knowledge on the politics, like policies and implication in the region. So the way you were telling that after 2 years of experience, if they do have a good book, they can be given chance for this mobilizing of savings. This is a new idea we could generate from you. There is also the idea of SRO. Creation of SRO is a new idea for all of us. So we can learn from each other. So one of these policies and this implication that you are telling that somebody is taking 30%. Here also in India, there are these who the not-for-profit agencies who are out of regulation, who are out of your monitoring of SRO, they're they're doing it, and we do not have any say on it. So once that one is created, and then if we see that it is working, we can also tell our these regulators that see this is working. So this is another thing we want to do. Then cross-pollination of the knowledge and policies, the same thing we want to do. Then also bring best practices. We have a lot of best practices in our region. We do not have to learn from Europe or somewhere else. We do not have to learn. In our system, we do have. Only the thing we do not know it. We do not have any knowledge of it. So this is what the best practices. Then data compilation. That's one of the things we always do, possibly you also do. Sadhan, since it's starting, one thing we are very careful of is also creating a right database for the country. There was no data. Before 20, 25 years, there was no data. Over the period of time, we could build up the data. It's a huge data. Government refers our data to develop their policies. So this is where it stands. So I also, we also, and jointly also, we want to develop this cross-country, across region, a strong data set. I wanted to explore this one with third party. I'm telling you, me and Sangeeta, we were in touch with one institution who can give us some data. And they were asking us tons of money, which is not necessary. If we can aggregate our data, we'll have a very good data set. It may not be very detailed data, but some areas, data of some areas, we can always do it. Every year, every quarterly, we can always do that one. Then this data one and the joint effort of raising fund. In this area, we need this kind of money. I was talking to some of the banks. They were telling that in this area, how do you quantify what's the need of it? What kind of money do we need in the system? I didn't have any answer. So we also started, Mr. Mohan also talked to a couple of them. I also talked to a couple of them. So we can have a joint product as well. We can talk to ADB to do some funding for us to this region. One of the major area we are also thinking of green financing. Apart from this one, we also developed the second. Then what we could do, that this is green finance sensitization, what I wanted to come. So we Because we don't have, at this point of time, we do not have money in our kitty. We cannot organize a physical training for the people like the countries. So we organize one training on climate resilient microfinance. That climate is a big challenge at this point of time. And the other way of thinking of it, climate has the money at this point of time. So everybody is talking about climate, and it is also very much necessary. So we have done that one. Then there was this sensitization technology workshop. Then we had this is this impact funding agency. Yes, I mean we started talking with one impact funding agency, but it didn't work out because we didn't have much idea, we didn't have much data with us. Then this year, October 24th, we have done this deliberation as a speaker on taking finance to the unleashed building of resilient industry. So we have done all these things. And then in 2005, these were very preparatory work, basic work we were doing, trying to build up the people, bringing the people together, trying to communicate to them, because we were also, we didn't have the right contact. That's major problem. In other countries, a couple of other countries, we actually do not know who is the right institution. There are many associations, 3, 4 associations, and we don't know which is the right association. So we communicate with. Now we can ask you that we need some contact of this country. Can you help us? The right association. We don't have. In 2 countries, we have seen there are 3, 4 associations, and we do not have them. So we are doing that one, all those things. And then in 2025, there was a meeting. Once again, the meeting with this all these partner countries, that how to take it forward. Then Africa and Southern, we have developed a basic MOU, non-binding, non-financial MOU. At least we are on same platform, that we are agreeing to work with each other. So we have developed that MOU, we have circulated, and we have the 4 countries, they have done it. If you have that one.
Last line, it is the Philippines.
This is there. I'm not getting it. Can you please? MOU with Philippines, Myanmar, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. These are the 4 countries, they have signed it. And there is Laos and other country, which is the other country. They want letter of intent, because in the this in the no in they cannot sign, the association cannot sign any bilateral agreement with anyone. So we are also giving them a letter of intent that you want to do. Somewhere we have to bring together, something we have to have with us. So their letter of intent we have sent them, and I think Nepal is already there. So this is all about Southern. I mean, we have policy, we have. So this is what we have. The Southern is working in these fronts. This your policy, data, like member servicing, strategic initiative, then your capacity building, then fund facilitation for MFIs. We do all these things. So now my next thing. So hope you have understood that what exactly we want to do. But now my question is, what are the 4 things we should be doing
this year?
In this year? Yeah, in coming year, till next Southern conference. Anything in your mind? Yes, Vasanta, please.
What is that of interest to you? As a phenomenon, as a internet, as a network body, what we should be initiating?
Yes, actually that first again I would like to thanks that start that regional network. It's a good thing, and that is why we signed the agreement and got that member organization. And my suggestion is actually we need to start something. We need to start something. That first one, I think if you can organize capacity building or training, I think it's good for our member organizations. That one.
In specific,
Capacity building in what?
in specific area.
In specific area.
Yeah, that I think right now that insurance is the one thing,
Okay.
that insurance. And also that after the COVID period, how organization realize how they uh, uh, what do you call improve their collection and that how they support their clients, because some clients lost their business, lost their income, but people that post-COVID period that organizations also face problem. But some organizations they rebuild their organization and also they help customer also. I think those are the things.
So something like post-pandemic recovery measures.
Yeah, recovery. Yeah.
So recovery means revival measures.
So yeah, revival for the institution and for the customer also. And also that what Asha is also doing, bringing them the clients back to the system. So that's another thing we can also do it. That's
Yeah,
what.
because client protection is more important.
Right.
That is why I tell you that capacity building is one thing. Then other one is that my proposal. Other one is exposure visit. I think if you can arrange that other country can visit Sri Lanka, then we can coordinate.
Right.
That LMFA can coordinate.
Right.
And also that if you want to visit Myanmar, I think they can coordinate and visit a few organizations that in Sri Lanka. Then, as I told earlier, cooperatives, NGOs, then those are the two things. If possible, I think next time that your Southern Conference, I think if you can invite more international funders, I think better for organization.
Okay, good suggestion. Sure. And now I will go to this side. Where you
Okay, I have a three suggestion on very also. I think so. Number one, for creative communication platform with a simple information report among
what's it?
communication platform create
A
Communication platform.
yeah, let's say Telegram or something, and time to time we can
Right.
So
we have a WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group. Probably we can bring in more people.
okay, I have to ask for that. You can know that what is the good practice from the different country, what they're doing this and that.
Bilkul. I mean, you are right. Very good.
Okay.
That's why the platform is also for exchange of ideas.
Okay, suggestion two, to consider participants from the regulatory people
Okay.
on going forward for the certain conference. Because if they can participate in here.
So, I mean, tell me one thing. If we invite the regulator from Myanmar or Sri Lanka or other countries, will you be able to facilitate it? We'll be extremely happy to set up a panel of the regulators, regulating body or parallel regulators on Southern National Conference. Will you help us to get them?
This is we need. I think it's we facility for this one.
Yeah, actually, it is not an easy thing. We know that it is not easy.
Right.
But when we organize exposure visit, then you can visit central bank, like our central.
Right.
Then the capacity building trade, when we organize, then we can inform them that Southern now doing this type of thing. Then they know about this organized.
I got your point. Yeah.
Then after you invite, then we can go there and discuss it there. And we are going that seminar that you can also find.
But how close are you with your regulator as an association?
So
You're close.
Yeah.
Okay. And how close are you with your regulator in your country?
Yeah,
in your group?
well, we have a good relationship.
Oh, very good.
Definitely try that.
Definitely.
Definitely try.
I need 2 or 3 people from there if you come.
No, we'll be happy to do that one. I mean,
This is why I recommended for this. I have a experience in the finance of global microcredit payment in the Spain.
mhm.
That time, the different country, or the government, or the ministry, or the finance, central bank are invited in this workshop, in the conference. So they have a lot of info from there. So they can share to each other for the.
I mean, if Dr. Prasoon is there,
Okay, the last one, I think, some kind of this, conference, right? What people are making a decision or discussion and sharing for this, let's say for the panel discussion for today. Some kind of this, where can we accept easily to look in back and also review back again for the video movie or something like that. So I think easy to accept for those information what we are sharing.
You are saying that recording of today's deliberations,
Correct.
that should be available.
Yes.
it will be available in
YouTube.
YouTube. It will be available in YouTube.
Yeah, but only a few people is knowing. How can we share to people or to the
So once it is there, the YouTube you can always share.
No, I'm getting your point to make it more like, yeah,
Outreach.
to reach
Correct. Because
to make it reach to more people.
doing for this conference, I think the main objective, the main objective is to improve for the regional network,
Right.
right?
Right.
What is the good practice for the other different countries?
I was just, after hearing from him, what we can look at is that next time when you do the Southern National Conference, you can even look at one day dedicated for a, what do you call it, regional kind of a consultation or workshop.
So if it is not even one day, we can make a panel over there and discuss.
Panel, I'm saying that with more involvement, so you have 2 days of our normal thing.
Right.
The third day, you can use it for half a day or a full day with the international participants.
We can do that. We can do. Let us work together.
And this suggestion of bringing the regulators and the government officials, we have never tried that. So unless we try it, we don't know. So maybe next time we have a dedicated day for them, for the international participants, where we can have 1 or 2 panel discussion or some kind of workshop or something of that sort.
Dr. Prasoon, are you there? Thank this.
I think he may not be there.
Achha.
He's this.
Yeah. I'm here.
Oh,
me.
Great.
Okay, so the third one, Sangeeta, you are yet to write that one. That one day or half a day dedicated sessions for international Asia Pacific zone. Yeah. In our national conference.
Could you hear the discussions, Dr. Prasad?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That's great. So what we were trying to understand between the two countries, how their models are working, what are the current challenges they face, especially after COVID. So open that slide.
Yeah.
Discussing.
No, I was listening. to Myanmar and Sri Lanka both.
Wonderful. I think that's really great. And then we were trying to understand what kind of role Nominar should be playing for the next 1 year. What are the areas we should be focusing on? So we got some suggestions saying that one is capacity building is an area where we should look at. In capacity building also, we have got suggestions like maybe insurance, how to expand the insurance and social products could be one area. Second is to understand
Micro insurance. Yes. We can bring international agencies also.
Yes.
For example, we have the new International Labour Organization, that ILO. They have a social finance unit, and they look after this insurance, micro insurance part. So I have my contact, my batchmate is already there, so we can organize that as well. I mean, we can invite them to join this, the half day you are proposing.
So what we do, what we'll do is that next year we will, for which we'll start the work now onwards. The third after the 2 days of national conference, third day we will use it mainly for an international consultation or a workshop or a panel discussion kind of a thing where we can bring in more of international players who are international bodies or could be some governmental functionaries or some regulators.
It will be
Something
consultation.
like that. Something like that. So they can also add our 2 days plus they attend this.
Dr. Prasad, one request to you that because Africa has reached to a lot of your this regulators and different kind of institutions, ethics institutions, if you can help us to get couple of them in our national conference for the third day, it would be good. I mean,
So it can be joined
it can be
by Africa
and South. Yeah, nominal.
Okay.
So it will be nominal organized by Africa and South.
Yes.
So we can do that one. So these are the
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
And
Oh, can be done, can be done. Now it's a
and
good proposal. I want to just go one step beyond this, as I think our colleague from Sri Lanka, they were talking about this capacity building. Probably the capacity building will be similarly required in case of other microfinance associations as well. So probably from this onward, if we start documenting some of the best practices in various countries, probably that will help for the next training program you are proposing. And might be the third day, which you are proposing as the international no nominal program, we can can be followed by half day training.
Right.
So that will where you will get more international people who can provide their experiences, share the policies in their countries. Probably that would be good idea.
so in the morning, I was discussing with Dr. Prasun that this exposure visit, what Vasanta is telling that this exposure visit. So we were discussing that if like India being the hub of microfinance and troubles of microfinance as well, every 2, 3 years, 5 years, we get troubles, and we once again come back with a stronger self if we can do something. So he was telling, why don't you send us a proposal along with budget? So they can come here in India. We can organize that one to the different institutions and other. Like Vasanthi, you are telling that because at this point of time, we do not have money for that one, but they possibly Africa has something to facilitate it. It would be helpful for us. So we were discussing about that one as well. So one of the things we need to do is the exposure visit. That's a good thing. Yes. We learn from each other.
Yeah, yeah. If you do it quickly, then we have our General Assembly in February, 8 to 12.
Yeah.
So we can place this in front of our members. They can come up with some their members to or the CEOs to visit and see. But you have to first provide us
We will do it.
the concept note and also a program, which maybe a draft program, and the budgetary part of it. Yeah.
We will do it. And send it
Yes.
to you for your observation. You have to put a little bit of time in it for the budget side. We will put together everything, but you being running one institution which is very much like cross national one, it will be helpful to get your like suggestion on the budget side as well.
Time is the major problem, boss. Otherwise, I have many things to say, but I don't have the time to say. I would have gone also to meet you guys there, but time is a problem.
Right.
Anyway, no. If we can do it, let's say for this also, I would like you to, or maybe your people there to team to prepare some this kind of maybe quarterly some activities. If we have that, then we can block those dates or maybe that particular period. So that will be helpful for even the colleagues who are sitting there. They are also very busy. So they came out of their busy schedule. But if they have it beforehand, let's say 6 months before, then they will be. It will be easy for them. Yeah.
Okay. I think we can plan on later.
Yeah, some quarterly plan or maybe annual plan or whatever way.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
It's 10 o'clock. Can I leave?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Whatever you have been here and for taking part in this discussion. So,
okay. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Samet, our chair has confirmed that here.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Advisor, without managing this one, you have a comment. It's not, yeah. So you're for, please do, please do.
Yeah, I know time is running. Saga or is the regional is that the network. It's especially for Myanmar. I think our observation is I think we are quite strong in terms of uniting, no? Us and on and our members. But however, since we have no we are not in decision making maker and unable to difficult to influence in the regulatory. So I don't know in the other country. And in this regard, by certain or this similar association or the network in the regional, I think exchanging the how we call the good practice and some example experience and this kind of the very important to us. And on the other hand, in Myanmar, I think you may be aware that nowadays it's a very hard to access in the like in overseas loan fund and other development because of due to the political situation.
Right.
And then we don't know how it will take long. So in this regard, maybe some few like equity investor or other donor might still interested in. But on the other, we individual MFI, we don't dare to take this up because of the exchange rate or maybe exchange loss. And in the past, we had experienced that kind of purpose, like hedge fund or non-hedge fund or credit guarantee. And by this, the original association or is a group that it utilize with the international investor to grant you this kind of pressure or advocate that it could be very helpful for the vulnerable MFI in Myanmar. I don't know in the other country. Thank you.
You see, that's what I was telling you people that the problem of this investment and this your debt and equity side is a problem for all of us. And we are also looking forward for getting more funds. And that's why we have built up this platform that not only India, not only Sri Lanka, not only Myanmar, all the countries over here in this, they are, we have so many unreached peoples, but we have so much of stress of all these things. We are not getting debt equity anything. The international agencies, our repayment is very good. Our repayment, all of the countries, our repayment is very good. Why these international funds are not coming to us? That's a big question. And that's what one of the advocacy we should do to the international community, international investor. Please to invest in our zone.
So as suggested by this, can look at bringing some of the international funders for our next conference and
IMA, then your ADB, all these people.
We may probably invite them.
Right.
And kind of advocate them. They have this report.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So this thing, so what we have decided, one of the, it may not be like too much to ask, but still, what we have decided today that in our next conference, we will bring a half a day, the people of this international community international association, possibly the regulators also on a platform to discuss on this and us discussion on the zonal initiatives. That's one of the, I mean, very like provocative thought. It is really good thing if we can do it. But what we request on behalf of Sadhan, on behalf of Nona, that all of us we have to work together.
And one more point which you just mentioned about best practice.
Ah.
We can request the concerned state countries to share us at least some 3-4 good practices which they would like to share with the other communities. You can compile them into some small kind of a small booklets and can also.
The other thing, please help us to develop a data set. Like what's the quantity of microfinance, what's the rate of interest, but all these basic parameters. Let us start with some 8-10 basic parameters. Let us aggregate across this our this zone, and then let us put a paper that this is what. And we will also request to you people, maybe from association, you, PO, or whoever, if you can give us those data with the association.
Yeah, we have public.
Yeah, so we have publication, if we can get those data, basic data,
Isn't it?
7 to 10 parameters, and let us put together.
Let's say for the interest, right? January, how much interest, how much will it be from the other?
And what's the quantum of loan we are looking forward for next 5 years? They decide what kind of people. Anyway, thank you very much. So over to you, Mr. Rohan.
It's fine. I think it was really great to have this kind of interaction. I'm audible, I believe. So thank you so much. In fact, some of the suggestions which has come from both the associations and the members are quite valuable. See, our idea is that how to take this network forward and in a useful manner that it benefits everyone, benefits our members, benefit our associations, and benefit our country, so that it will be a good thing for the people of this region. So what we will do is that, as decided, we will plan for the next Southern National Conference, which will be in the next October or so. Now, I mean, it won't be November if we don't want to do it in November. We'll do it either in September or October. Because October is normally the time we used to do it, but this time we had to postpone it for some reason. So we will have one dedicated day for the November program, where we will try to bring in more of the government officials as well as regulators, so that we can together discuss and try to come out some kind of a thing. That is number one. Number two, as Vasudha said, probably we'll do a couple of exposure programs and capacity building programs, which as Dr. Prasun also has suggested, we will prepare a calendar. Okay, Stephen, we will prepare a calendar for the next 12 months, because then still the next
Southern Conference.
So that we can circulate to them, so that they know that this is going to be there, and we can accordingly work on that. So that is it. So thank you so much, and hope to see you tomorrow, all of you, at 9:30 in the Southern Conference in the hotel. I think some of you are staying in that hotel only, no? Some of them are staying outside, but